Hello kids, have you ever watched the show Chhota Bheem? To be honest, I hated the show. It made me question, why am I not having a king near my house? I asked my grandparents about it, and they told me a lot of stories about the past when kings used to live in palaces exactly like Raja Indravarma and Indubati in the show Chhota Bheem. And I realized that life was not always the way we see it. History, that is. The study of past events can take us exactly there. But what exactly can the past tell us? Why is it so important? There are several things that our past can tell us. What people used to eat, the type of clothes they used to wear, the houses in which they lived. Bhim used to wear dhoti, but we can see that many people nowadays also wear that, right? Then how come there are differences between what we wear and what they used to? History is a bridge that will take us to the answer. How were the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, artists, musicians, and scientists? The games children used to play, the stories they have heard, the songs they sang. Even today, whatever stories we hear or songs we sing did originate in the past. And history is the way to connect to the beginning of everything. But how to find out about the past? One way through which we can find out about our past is by reading books that were written long ago. Have you tried reading books like Ramayana and Mahabharata? If not, then do give them a try. It will fascinate you and help you understand a little bit more about the past. Books that were written by hand are called manuscripts. These books deals with all kinds of subjects, religious beliefs and practices, the lives of the kings, medicine and science, etc. Besides, there were epics, poems, plays as well. Surely you must have seen books like these in museums, and if not, then do visit one. Apart from books, we also have inscriptions that are writings on relatively hard surfaces such as stone or metal. In the past, kings used to inscribe their orders so that people could see, read, and obey them. Inscriptions were also used to record what all kings and queens did for their kingdom. For example, records of victories in a battle. These inscriptions are studied by archaeologists, who are people who study the remains of buildings made of stone and brick, paintings, and sculptures. They also explore and excavate to find tools, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments, and coins. They also look for bones of animals, birds, and fish to find out what people ate in the past. Historians, that is, an expert or student of history, use the word source to refer to the information found from manuscripts and inscriptions. Once sources are found, learning about the past becomes an adventure. So historians and archaeologists are like detectives who use all these sources like clues to find out about our pasts. Let's understand how our past can actually help us to gather information about the world around us. Why an example? Do you know that our country is known by both words, that is India and Bharat? The word India comes from Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. The Iranians and Greeks who came through the northwest about 2500 years ago called it the Hindus or Indus. And the land to the east of the river was called India. Whereas the name Bharat was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest and who are mentioned in the Rig Veda, the earliest composition in Sanskrit, dated to about 3500 years ago. Later, it was used for the name of the country. Now understand how we actually gathered this information. It's obviously history. I guess Chota Bheem really ignited the urge to learn more in me. Stay tuned for more amazing discussions. Thank you.